Every morning when I cycle to the gym, I time it such that I'm always behind the dump truck. Yeah, I don't know how I managed to do that, but every day I have to follow the garbage truck all the way from my house to the gym. And I spend most of my time either holding my breath or looking disgusted, and it is not a pretty sight, and it most certainly is not a pretty smell. And with that, I thought I could get a learning, and I'd like to share it with you. Hello, I'm Sandhya, and welcome to Dynamic Living. Today I thought we could talk about disgust. The truck, right? Everyday occurrence, and I realized that it was putting me in a very unpleasant mood by the time I reached the gym. And I thought to myself, as I looked at the people who were working on the truck, none of them seemed to be experiencing disgust. None of them seemed to be so offended by the smell. So clearly the problem lies not in the truck. The problem lies with me and my reaction to the truck. It's the same truck after all. And that's actually true with most things in life. If we look deeply, what's at the core of a feeling of disgust is a feeling of something that's either threatening to us or horrible to us, or we feel a sense of decay, or we feel a sense of hatred. Meaning that is something we want no part of. And the same holds true for people as well. We humans are not very far from our caveman ancestors. So we have a natural reason to distrust, to be disgusted by, to be averse to something that appears to be decaying or rotten or spoiled. Our caveman brains also are wired to think of anybody that's not like us, to view them with suspicion, to view them with obsession sometimes, hatred, disgust. We want to stereotype them, we want to box them, we want to decide if they're friend or foe. But the bottom line is that we see them as different from us, and therefore all these feelings come up. And the bottom line also is that these feelings don't arise because of that person, but because of our reaction to that person. So, are these feelings good or bad? Is disgust a good thing? Here's the science of it. All of these feelings trigger within us a stress response. When you're disgusted, your first instinct is to scrunch your face up. You feel stressed. You want to go away from there. You want to fight. You want to shout at them saying, "Why can't you go faster? Why are you blocking me?" All of this arises within us. Now, when our stress hormones are triggered, one other thing gets shut off, and that is our thinking brain. That is our conscious brain. That is our brain that is creative. That is our brain that seeks community. That is our brain that seeks oneness. So you do the math on this. The next time you feel disgusted at something, ask yourself, what is the feeling of separateness? What is the feeling of decay? What is the feeling of dualism that this is creating within you? And once you recognize that, what if we were to just stop? Maybe if we put our hands on our hearts, it creates like an oxytocin flow. We feel compassion and we say, you know what? This is a garbage truck. I don't have to label it as disgusting or stinky or bad. It's just a garbage truck. The advantage of that is that suddenly there's no source of stress for you. Today, every time I pass the garbage truck, you may have guessed this by now, but all the people working on it are my buddies. I wave to them every day, and the garbage truck is no longer a bee in my bonnet, a blur on my otherwise perfect morning. In fact, I've made a few new friends, and I've learned to embrace my own sense of disgust. In fact, I may have said this before, but I'll say it again. Do you know the meaning of namaste? It is that my five senses and your five senses, we transcend them, both of us, and we recognize the divinity that is in each of us. The divinity that is in me honors the divinity that is in you. We're not so different, you and I. I thought this could help you as well. And if you think it will help anybody else, please do share this video with them. Thank you for watching.